Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Charity. If this is your first time here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, watch my other videos and comment. If you have been here before, welcome back and thank you for watching my videos. If you're subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you guys for 1K. I actually can't believe I've surpassed 1,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you for everyone that subscribed. For this video, I'm going to do a Q&A on South Sudan generally. Ever since the video I did with Guatemala on his channel, I'm going to leave a link to the video in my description box so you can watch it if you have not watched it. So for this video, I'm going to do a Q&A. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of DMs, a lot of comments on South Sudan generally, like, oh, where do I live, oh, how do I get there, or visa this or that. So I decided, why not put everything in one video and answer everyone's questions in one video. And also, in case if someone else had the same question and did not get a chance to ask me, they can get it in this video. So that's what I'm going to do. I put up a poll on YouTube. I did the same on my Instagram, on Facebook. I put it out everywhere. So also, if you have other questions that you would like to ask me about South Sudan, you can comment down below and then I'll reply to you. And also, if I've not replied to your email, it's because I'm getting a lot of emails and it's getting a bit hard for me to reply all of them at once, but I'm going to try as hard as I can to reply to your email. So the first question of this video is going to be, how do I get there? Well, you can get to South Sudan in two ways. Of course, you can fly in or you can use road. By road, depends on where you're coming from, but the safest road to use to South Sudan is through Kampala. That's the safest. But then if you're flying, of course, there's Juba International Airport from wherever you're coming from. Like, there are lots of airlines that fly to South Sudan. Like if you are Kenya Airways, Rwanda Air, Ethiopian Airline. I don't know if South African Airlines flies to South Sudan, but I'll check and let you know in the description box or in the comment section. The second question is, how do I get a visa? And how do I get a visa if there is no South Sudan embassy or consulate in my country? Well, I think you can apply for most countries, it's a visa upon arrival. Of course, that's a tourist visa. If you're looking for a business or all the other visas, then I think you have to apply for it. But if it's a tourist visa, I'm sure most countries you can get a visa upon arrival. But I'll try to leave the list of countries that can get visa upon arrival to South Sudan, or leave a link at least to the countries that can get visa upon arrival to South Sudan. Other question is, can you get visa upon arrival with a US passport? Well, I asked someone and they told me that, of course, it goes back to my previous question, visa upon arrival, as long as it's a tourist visa, I think you can get it. Yeah, you can get a tourist visa upon arrival, tourist visa. But for all the other types of visas, you have to apply for them. What means of transport are available? Means of transport. Of course, South Sudan is like any other country. If you have watched my video with Guatemala, we use tuk-tuk. I don't know what this question, I don't know what specifically, but we don't have Uber, but we have Shilwana. In South Sudan, we don't have Uber, we have Taxi. We actually have a lot of, what are they called? Ride apps? I don't know what they're called. But there are lots of apps. The cars is public transport, is private transport, all that. You can get any, like, it's just like any other country, guys. Come on. How much are tickets to Juba? It depends on where you're flying in from, of course. Like, if you're farther, then of course it's going to be more expensive. Yeah, you can check online. It depends also on what airline you're using, because they all differ. They're not all the same prices. If you're using Kenya Airways or using Ethiopian Airlines, it's all different. It's not going to be the same, of course. Also, season depends. It depends on season. South Sudan is like any other country. Okay, it's like any other country. The cost of living in a hotel or apartment. If you watch my video with Guatemala, you would know that. Or if you've seen online, of course, you know that we're always saying, oh, South Sudan is expensive, South Sudan is expensive. Yeah, South Sudan is quite, the cost of living, the standing the cost of living is quite high. So it depends on also the area you're in, what kind of apartment you're looking for. Of course, there are apartments of $50 per day, $60 per day, $100 per day, $1,000 per day. It also depends on where you're living, where you want to live. So yeah, I expect the cost of living in a hotel or apartment to be between $50 to $500, $1,000 above, depending on, of course, what you would want. The next question, which is number 7, is are Airbnbs available? I don't think we have Airbnbs, but we have booking websites where you can book hotels from an apartment. Yeah, no, we don't have Airbnbs. The next one is, what can I invest in South Sudan? As I said, South Sudan is like any other country. It depends on what field you would like to venture in. If you want to invest in the transportation, agriculture, if you want to invest in everything, like it depends on what you want to invest in. I can't tell you what you should invest in. You should tell me your interests and what you are already working on in your country. Actually, I can't know what you want to invest in. You should know what you want to invest in, and then maybe I can help you ask around on what the license says, all the paperwork you need to start up and all. But yeah, next person is saying, talk about education, health and economy in the country. As you all know, South Sudan is just 10 years old. 2011, 2021. It's like 10 years old, so everything is just starting up. So you don't expect, like if you're to compare South Sudan to, let's say, Uganda, you're not going to, of course it's not going to be the same because we are relatively a young country. So yeah, we're still developing in terms of education, health, relatively usual, especially the public sector. But if you're looking into the private schools, private hospitals, then yeah, it's quite okay, it's quite good. The economy in the country, the economy is booming. Anyway, the economy, I don't think I'm in a position to talk about the economy because I don't know nothing about it. So someone is asking, this is question number 10, approximately how much would I need for the whole trip? That's accommodation, transport, food and activity. Well, let's talk about a 1 week trip. If you're going to be half a week, of course, it depends on where you're going to live, of course. Okay, let's assume you're living in a $50 apartment and you're staying for a week, and then you're eating at the normal restaurants. So let's say you're spending about $30 on food per day, and then transportation, activities. Okay, let's say for a 1 week stay you need about, okay, let's say $1,500 to $2,000 for a week's visit, because most of what you're going to be doing is eating out, honestly, because we don't have a lot of activities here. So what you're going to spend most of your money on is food. So $1,500 to $2,000 is okay for like a 1 week stay. Of course, most of it is going to be accommodation. Then the question 11 is, how much will I pay for a decent apartment rent per month in Juba? Well, as I said at the beginning, it depends on where you're living. Where you're living matters. So the apartments of as low as $300 per month, for some countries like Uganda, a $300 apartment is going to be like 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, and it's going to be nice. It's going to have running water, it's going to have electricity. But here in Juba, $300 is most definitely going to just be a room. It's just going to be like a room, like just a room with a bathroom and a kitchen. Sometimes they don't even have a kitchen, it will just be a room and a bathroom, and then that's it. The next question, that's 12, is things not to do when in Juba. Well, I'm going to say one thing you should avoid when you're in Juba is taking your camera out anyhow around military camps, government buildings, and yeah, basically anything to do with the government. Don't take out your camera, don't take photos anyhow, don't take photos at the airport, don't take photos, because a lot of people have been detained or almost detained at the airport because of taking photos. I've been in the same situation 2 times, not once but 2 times. One was with at Giada, like the military, one of the headquarters, I don't know, semi-headquarters, military hospital. Anyway, yeah, one was there, and then these guys were accusing me of being IO. Then one was the IO, and they were accusing me of with the government, and I was there to spy on them. Like, guys were detained. If you want to hear this story, because it's so long, I'm not going to tell it here. So if you want to hear this story, just let me know, and I'll make a video of it. But guys, I was detained because of taking photos, selfies. Really, the first time I was trying to take photos of the sky because the clouds are just so beautiful, and then the second time I was taking photos, selfies of myself, so I got in trouble. So I don't take photos anyhow, especially on the roads. Me, no. Of course, there are safe zones where you can take photos from. You can take photos. You can take photos in your house. You can take photos in hotels, as long as other people are not being included in your photo or video, it's okay. Then 13 is best restaurants in Juba or places you recommend you try in Juba. Well, most of the restaurants in Juba are all the same, but I'm not going to do free PR for these restaurants and hotels. So most of the restaurants are okay, so whatever restaurant you go to, that's alright. Activities to partake in Juba. There's actually a lot of things to do right now. Before, it was just to go eat. Like, the only thing social activities we could do is just go for picnics, barbecues, do all these things. But now there's a lot to do, so anytime you're coming to Juba, let me know so I can refer you to a few travel agencies so they can, plan your trips for you. So just email me. I'm going to leave my email in the description box. So anytime you want to come, let me know and I'll refer you. Is South Sudan a safe country? Yes, it is. Again, depending on what you're doing, who you're with, where you are, what time. So my camera is causing me a lot of stress. It keeps going on and off. So I'm going to just stop there because that was actually the last question. Like is South Sudan a safe country was actually the last question. So I'm going to stop there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe because it helps me a lot. So please subscribe, and thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I promised a giveaway, so I'm going to still do the giveaway. I'm just trying to find something that will cater for both men and women, and I know my subscribers are not all from the same country. I'm not going to assume my subscribers are South Sudanese, so I want to do something that will cater to both men and women, and also that will cater to people all over. I don't want to do something that will be like, oh, so only people in this country can participate. So yeah, you guys be patient with me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I love you all. Thank you for watching.